And welcome to Global Diabetic. Today is a very special episode. We are going live with my endocrinologist, Dr. Monica Gomberg at Blue Circle Health. She's going to explain exactly what Blue Circle Health is, which is a free service to Florida residents with type 1 diabetes. But she will explain everything. I'm going to do my blood sugar real quick before she joins us live. So let's see what it is, just in case I need to get juice or insulin. And it's been a busy morning. Got the kids to school. Okay, had a couple of coffees. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1:54. Okay, not bad. Okay, so we're good to go live. Let's bring Dr. Monica Gomberg on. Here we go. Add a request. Here we go. 1 second. Monica, if you're I can see you're watching. Can you try to request to join? How do I? You'd think after all this time, almost 4 years, I would know how to add someone. What am I doing? Just a minute, guys. Oh, here we go. Okay, I've invited them. That should be working in a minute. I'm very excited because, here we go.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
How are you?
Good. Okay, so I have explained to everyone that you are my endocrinologist, which is very exciting.
It is my honor.
And I hope that everyone can have an endocrinologist that they trust and knows all the language about diabetes. So if you could give a little bit of an introduction about yourself and what Blue Circle Health is, that would be wonderful.
Absolutely, I would love to. And can we also get Xanadu in here? Would that be cool? We would love to. So one of our teammates, and as she's joining, I can talk about it. So Blue Circle Health, we are a free care and support program for anyone who's interested. We're currently in the state of Florida, but we provide education, support, clinical care, a lot of different opportunities here for patients. We have diabetes support coaching, we have diabetes supportive counseling, we have endocrinology care, we have insurance navigation, we have education and nutrition support. We have the whole gamut of what you might need for type 1 diabetes. And I think we're a really good asset for people. We basically work around what they already have and what you might already have in existing and who you might be using in your support. And we just fit in where you need us. And so I think it's been a beautiful thing for our patients involved, and we've loved doing it.
Amazing. I'm just adding Xanadu, so hopefully that should work. Yes, so I love everything that you're saying because it's helped me. So Monica and I were on a panel with Beyond Type 1, and if you go to Beyond Type 1's Instagram page, you can find our panel talk there. And it was just really amazing. I got to meet Monica and understand what Blue Circle Health are doing. And it's a free service for type 1 diabetics who are not pregnant in the state of Florida. And the dream is to roll it out to America and hopefully maybe the whole world. So as an endocrinologist, what do you see as the main challenges for people living with type 1 diabetes?
So I feel like there's several big ones. The two main ones that I think stick out to me the most are the fact that it is really hard, hey Xanadu, it's really hard to get coverage for the meds and the supplies that you need. And not only coverage, insurance wise, because that's a huge deal, but also having the proper prescription and the proper support in getting these regular prescriptions. I think that that's something that I see very, very commonly, and people who come to us saying like, look, I love my medical team, they're wonderful, but for some reason I'm just not getting this script in. I can't pick up my CGM, it's not letting me for some reason. And so that's been a huge issue for a lot of our patients. And then the other thing I hear a lot is just I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure what this means. I've had this for many years, but no one explained why I'm doing this to me. No one explained this part of this injection or this dose or whatever it might be. And therefore, I'm uncomfortable, when something happens. I don't know what to do and I panic, rightfully so, because it's not been explained. So those are the two big challenges that I see the most, that I think are really hard for a lot of our patients.
So true. Even after 26 years of diabetes, you've explained things to me that I'm like, whoa, why has no one ever explained that before?
Oh my gosh, I know it's hard. It is really hard.
Yeah, and so hi, Xanadu. Let's throw it over to you. Can you explain what you do at Blue Circle Health?
Yeah, of course. So I'm Xanadu. I'm a peer support coach, sorry, a peer support coach for Blue Circle Health. And essentially what that means is I'm the person who's helping you along your journey with Blue Circle Health, both has a peer support coach and also just helping you reschedule your appointments, getting anything that you need. If you have any questions, I can be that middle person to kind of help you between like any questions you have for any of our like our endocrinologists, for example, or even like our educator or anything like that. I'm kind of that middle ground person. And I also kind of describe my role as a friend because that's also kind of what it feels like sometimes.
Yes, I was just about to say you're the diabestie that you never knew you like could have access to, because everyone, Xanadu and Dr. Monica, have been so important in my journey over the last couple of months. So Xanadu was there for me, reminding me to write down my food every day. She would text me, and I think of myself as a pretty strong diabetic, right, who can manage a lot of things, but to have you guys support me in a way that I didn't even know I needed. And I needed to have that reminding and have someone text me every day. And I had an appointment with Sherry, the nutritionist, which we'll interview as well. And so having support that when you just think you're doing okay, but maybe you just need someone to come to you rather than trying to reach out for help, is what I've really found with Blue Circle Health. I also had a call with their insurance navigator to help me understand my insurance policy, what I'm getting out of the policy, and what more I could get out of it, which is so important because insurance is so complicated that they make it complicated so that you perhaps don't get all the benefits from it that you need because they're trying to save money. So back to the other challenge, Dr. Monica, of people not understanding, their prescriptions. Can you dive into that a little bit more, maybe, and just say how you can help people understand what they need?
Yeah, so I think it's incredibly important for somebody to have an endocrinologist, and more importantly, I should say, people deserve having an endocrinologist, which is somebody who can look at the patterns and understand what is happening on your CGM, what is happening on your pump, how to make these changes specific to you. So understanding these prescriptions are really paramount. And as an endocrinologist, I can sit there and tell you, this is how long Humalog is going to stay in your system. And so this is why I'm recommending what I'm recommending. It's not just a blank, take this, good luck. And I think when you have that understanding of the nuances, for example, like how long Humalog stays in your system or what the difference is between a basal and a bolus dose, then you have the empowerment to say, today I'm doing something entirely different than my normal. And so I know what to do. I don't have to freak out. I don't have to panic. I don't have to wait 5 hours for my endocrinologist's office to call me back. Like, I know what to do because I know what this dose does and what to do with it. So I think there's a lot of importance in that, that I think we not take for granted, but we don't stress enough.
Yes, I love that. And Xanadu, what's something that you've seen with the type 1 diabetic people that you've helped so far that could be a common challenge, or some top challenges that you've helped people navigate through?
I feel like that's a hard question because everybody's like journey is so unique that it's been a lot of challenges. Like I think one of the main things we honestly have seen is people not having insulin or just not even knowing how to get their insulin if they're out of insulin, or what to do essentially when like for example, like when pharmacies don't have insulin, like what to do then. I think we've helped out a lot of people through that. And that's like it's something not essentially that a peer support coach can help with, but in a sense, yes, because the escalation essentially in order to get it to the people. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty important navigation, getting insulin.
Huge, huge. And I just want to add, because I think like Xanadu is just incredible. And what I've dreamed about at all of my, at my previous job, for example, in traditional healthcare offices, is having someone like Xanadu, a peer support coach who can relate to the patient, who's lived through this. I can be a lot of different things to a patient. What I can't be is someone who lives with type 1 diabetes and who's lived through this. And having someone like Xanadu who can be the diabestie and can share experiences and can be there or remind you or just be a shoulder to lean on, and then know when to say, hey, let's get Monica involved. Like, let's get it to the person who can help with this issue, or to the educator, or whoever it might be. I think having that person in your corner is again, like something I've always dreamed of and something that is just so helpful.
This is all just music to my ears. Like, where was this 26 years ago? But it's here today. And so if someone is interested and lives in Florida, what are the guidelines to be able to get this free access to Blue Circle Health?
Yeah, absolutely. So living in Florida is our current requirement. We are expanding to other states, and we'll let you know as soon as we do. And hopefully to the state you're moving to, Michelle.
Yes. Maryland.
Yes. And so we take patients who are over the age of 18, so adult patients. You must have the ability to connect virtually. So you don't have to have your own computer, your own phone, but the ability to get to a phone at the time of the appointment and to connect with us over text or video call or phone call, depending on what it might be. We also, so you mentioned earlier, no pregnancy. So at the time of the program, which is lasts about 6 months in time, we require, or we want you to be seen by someone in person. When you're pregnant, you deserve the hands-on, making sure you get all your physical exams, all your labs done. So that's our one exclusion criteria. And then Spanish or English speaking, because as I mentioned, that we talk with a lot of people over the phone, over text message, over Zoom. We want to speak in your language and make it really meaningful and impactful to you. And if we can't talk in your language, then I feel like it's not serving you as you deserve. And so that is our criteria as well. And then actually, I think I got them all. So yeah. And we'll let you know as we expand and if we change anything, of course.
Yes. And so Sarah has commented, visit bluecirclehealth.org to learn more. And if you need any more information, you can direct message me or Dr. Monica or Xanadu or Blue Circle Health, and I will tag everyone when I upload this video. You can also send me any questions that you have, because we're going to continue these amazing conversations with Blue Circle Health to really help get your questions answered. And eventually, when Blue Circle Health goes to the rest of the states, that there's someone there to help you, and it's a free service. And this is incredible. In a world where everyone wants something for money and the insulin companies, are taking all this money, this is free. And to put our health first is to really be selfless, because when we can give ourselves what we need to stay healthy, we can be better partners and mothers and fathers and, just be more loving to ourselves for our health. So, Xanadu, is there something that, some words of encouragement that you share with your coachees or your patients that you can share with us today that could be some nice words of encouragement?
So my usual words are always like, I don't know if it's encouragement or just like being realistic. Just take it one day at a time. You're not perfect. You're not always going to have it perfect. Like, none of us do. And it's okay. Like, we have patients sometimes who come to us and they're just very much like, I'm just like, I feel like I'm never doing it well. And I keep on like, I'm just so frustrated, and I'm just like, it's okay. Like, you're gonna have, like, I'm not perfect all the time. Like, some people have better time and ranges than I do, and that's okay. Like, we're all different. One day at a time, you'll get there, and you'll have days where you're just gonna be frustrated, and that's okay.
Yes. Oh, I love that. And Dr. Monica, what sort of words of encouragement have you got from your side, from the endo side, to share with your patients?
So I tell my patients that we're something different at Blue Circle Health, that not to expect the same thing that they've always expected, and that we have an entire team here to fit in what they need. And so I tell my patients, if it's not me that you need today, no problem. Maybe it's Xanadu, maybe it's our educator, maybe it's somebody else that is really fitting that need. And so I feel like that's been encouraging to my patients, for them to be like, look, I don't want to talk to you right now about my CGM. I don't want to. Great, fine. No one's making you do that. What do you need today? And that's where Blue Circle Health fits in. And I think that's where we form a really lovely, like, trusting connection with our patients. And so we're here to help in what we need.
Yes, I love that. I have one quick question then. Sometimes I don't know what I need. I get overwhelmed. I'm like, everything's bad. Where would you start with someone if someone just comes in an appointment? It's like, I don't know what I need. Help me. What do I do? Where would you go?
It's a really, really great point. I never know what I need. Sometimes I go crying to my husband and he's like, what am I supposed to do? Yes, I get it. And we take our appointments with that in mind entirely. So I'm not ever going to start an appointment and be like, what do you need? Tell me. That's the only thing we can talk about today. What do you need? We start a conversation. How are things going? How have things been since I last saw you? Do you have anything that you do want to talk about today? And if you don't, I have some things that I think would be helpful based on our last discussion. How did your appointment go with Xanadu? What can we take away from that? Like, where can we build off of from one another? To me, like, type 1 diabetes is not, you don't have it for 1 month, right? You have it for your life. And so it's really important that we take the time we need to build the relationship, to build the conversation. It is never something that I'm like, tell me your need, let's figure it out now. Let's work on this together and figure out what it is you might need over time, if you do. And otherwise, it's just a conversation and we're here to support.
Yes. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. I've had therapy appointments where they start off with, what do you need today? What do you want to talk about today? And you're like, I don't know. I'm in therapy. That's why I'm here.
Too much pressure. I know.
A lot of pressure. Oh, I love this. So, any words of encouragement to people who do live in Florida to help them get to Blue Circle Health? I'll start with you, Xanadu, and then go to Monica as we wrap up this conversation. But this is not the end. We're going to have more interviews like this.
I think my words of encouragement would just be to try it out. Like, you're not going to lose anything, essentially. We will try to help you. And if we can't help you, then we can't help you. But, like, as long as you try, like, we have our website. If you have any questions, we could always answer questions before you sign up. So, yeah.
Love it. Perfect.
Yeah. I would just say it's really easy. Join Instagram Live. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. Go on the website. Talk to your friends who've talked to us. Make it easy for yourself. And if it's something you're interested in, go on the website and just sign up. We will call you. We will do the lift, and we'll make sure that we are here and can help in whatever, and step in whatever way, what might be helpful at the time.
Yes, I love it. And it's completely free.
Completely.
Need to stress that.
Yeah.
Because
you'll never get slapped with an endocrinology bill from me. I can tell you that with 100% certainty.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, Xanadu. Thank you so much, Dr. Monica, for being here. Blue Circle Health has changed my life. It's helped me just get the help that I needed when I was just like, I'm okay. And sometimes we're not, even though we put on a good front on the outside. So thank you so much to both of you. In the future, I'll be interviewing Leonard, who is the CEO of Blue Circle Health. He created this, and the nutritionists and the diabetes educators. We're going to get a whole wide spread so that we can answer your questions, even if you're not in the state of Florida. So I love you all. Please follow me at Global Diabetic and go ahead and follow Blue Circle Health. And I'll tag Xanadu and Monica in this live as well. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Thank you.